Did someone say burnout?
Very clean.
All right, so you just bought a 6-liter. What do? You tune it, but it's also 6-liter, so you need to watch those EGTs, oil temp, coolant temp, because it's probably gonna blow up.
Because you bought a 6-liter.
Easiest way to do that, call my buddy Jacob from Edge.
Brand new CTS3 KC tuners. Get all the data, all the monitoring, everything we need there, but this one is also preloaded with
KC Tunes. Thank you, Charlie. Today, Jacob's going to show us how to do the install. We're going to talk about EAS kits and why you need one.
You know, the initial install we can do right in the cab. We don't even pop the hood. We'll do that when we get to the EAS sensors, but to get the monitor on the dash and tune it, we can do it all right here from the cab of the truck. We'll get the mount on it, get the CTS3 in it, and then we're going to load some of those custom KC tunes and go rip this thing.
Let's do it. I'm ready for some burnouts, man.
All right, so the advantage with this setup is that it's preloaded with all of KC's specific tunes. So much like the Evolution CTS3 that we've been selling for 10, 15 years now, you no longer have to go through the custom tune process that's been normal in the market. So now you get the custom tuning that's already preloaded in the device. So no matter what 6-liter you own, whether it's an Excursion or a truck, the calibrations and all of the strategies are already in the device. So there's no emailing back and forth. You can take it out of the box and plug it into the truck and flash the ECM, because the tunes are already preloaded in the device. We got one of our vehicle specific mounts, so we can mount it off of the grab handle. We don't have to worry about the suction cup on the windshield. And then we're also going to be upgrading it with one of our EAS street diesel kits. So this gives you the EGT probe, and then there's also 2 pressure sensors included. So with that, we're able to monitor our lift pump pressure, because I believe they're going to be adding an air dog to this truck to support the injectors. And then we'll also be able to monitor actual boost. So rather than read through the map sensor, in the modified application, we can read actual boost through one of the CAC tubes or wherever that pressure sensor gets installed. But that gives us external monitoring and data logging all on the CTS3, just using everything that comes in the box. All of this is plug and play into the device. There's not extra wiring or tapping into anything we need to do. We can just plug and play those sensors directly into the CTS3. This mount is a cast metal, and then we're powder coating them. So this gives you a nice firm solid mount for the CTS3. The beauty with being able to cast these in steel or aluminum is that we get rid of any of that shake that a lot of guys see with some of the aftermarket plastic devices that are on the market. So you pay a little bit more up front for the cast metal pieces that we're using, but I think you get a better end product, and it's solid, and you don't have to worry about that monitor shaking or moving around while you're driving. And the install couldn't be easier, because the factory grab handle has got 2 bolts here under this plastic cap that removes. You take those bolts out and our mount goes right in place, and then you just have to tighten up the hardware. We obviously include all that stuff in the package, so you get a, you know, your 2 new Allen head screws. We also include a wrench to make it super easy. I'm going to discard the factory hardware. So we got the mount installed. The next step is obviously to get the CTS3 in the truck. So, you know, we worked extensively with Charlie and the KC team to make sure that the calibrations they were building were going to be exactly what they would need for this specific application. You know, nobody knows the 6-liter platform like KC Turbos does, so they were a great partner in this process, and they spent a lot of time with Gearhead developing the calibrations. And the nice thing here is that, like, you know, we talked about the device is preloaded with their custom tunes, but it's preloaded with multiple options. So whether it's a stock turbo truck or it's a KC turbo truck, or you've got larger tires and you need a different shift strategy, the device will actually allow you to select all of your different options: stock turbo, injector files. So for the guys that are going to 155s, all of those files will be in here. So obviously we're gonna plug into our OBD, get it on here on the mount. You can see our KC turbo stuff comes right up. What's up, Cameron?
Zip tie it directly to the steering shaft. Yeah, people miss that a lot, Jacob. I don't think they realize.
We got to get our ignition on. Once it recognizes it's plugged into a 6-liter, and this KC tuner is set up, so it'll pull a default gauge layout.
Okay,
so Charlie was able to sit at it and set the layout to show specifically what he thinks is most important in one of these trucks.
Right.
That can all be adjusted by the user. You can go in and change any of this data at any time. It gives you a lot of data that that is really important in a 6-liter, especially in a modified application like this one's going to be. Once you start doing the turbocharger and injectors and, you know, adding the tuning, we can keep an eye on everything that's going on under the hood.
All right, what's the hottest tune we got?
You want the head gasket delete mod, or
Oh,
or we
actually,
want to keep it happy?
yeah, we don't have head stuff yet, so let's not do that one.
All right, let's tune vehicle. We've got quick adjust options, you know, if we want to calibrate the speedometer for larger tires, that kind of stuff. So we've got all that kind of feature. And then the KC tuner also comes preloaded with a VIN license. So you can run the preloaded KC tuner tunes as it is, and you've got all of the different variations for modified turbos and stock turbos, and we're adding injector files.
Coming soon,
So you'll be able to have all that stuff, but so you can reach out to someone like Eric at ID Speed,
Right.
Matt at Gearhead, those guys, and you can get their custom tunes and load them right into this device.
Okay.
So
Does that mean you don't have to pay the license like HP tuners?
Correct.
You have to do
The
one
license
time
is
every
already in
single
the
time?
device.
Okay.
Yep.
That's so nice.
It's already preloaded to add after the fact, custom tuning. So right here, right into our tuning, stock turbo, modified VGT, or we can skip the ECM altogether and tune just the trans.
Okay.
Or vice versa.
Yeah.
You can tune the engine, but not the trans. So what the device is going to do now is backing up the factory PCM.
That's nice.
So it's going to save all of the calibration that's already in the truck on the engine and the trans, and then it stores it in this device. So at any point in the future, you could return this truck to its factory state.
Right.
And when you do that, when you return it to factory, the device removes the VIN lock. So this KC tuner could then be plugged into another 6-liter and tune another truck.
So it's not locked
it'll-
to this truck.
Correct.
Okay.
Yep.
That's cool.
The tunes that Charlie's group has put into this device they're really clean.
Yeah.
This truck.
I went on so many test drives with Charlie, and he'd be like, "All right, Cameron, I need you to record the side view mirror. We got to watch where the smoke is." And it's like, "All right, I got to pull that out."
So these tunes run really clean, but they run really strong. I mean, it's crazy how with the the trans schedules and the calibrations that he's developed, these trucks run really well. And there are a lot of, I mean, the popularity of this device has really been growing. So we're going through the process. It's flashing the ECM, it's flashing the TCM. We have to go through a couple of key cycles. But I mean, in a matter of minutes, we're gonna throw another 120 horsepower in this truck. Yeah. These trucks didn't have a factory EGT sensor. So our street diesel kit gives you that EGT probe.
Yeah. I mean, that's the best part about the EAS kit, right? If you buy that EGT probe, it's still stackable, right?
Correct.
You could buy it and then 2 years later, oh, well, I'm kind of a little faster. I want to watch more.
Yep, the daisy chain, the daisy chain system in our EAS system is really user friendly. It all plug and play. Once you plug this stuff in under the hood and you run the cable, and this will just plug into our OBD cable. We have a Y here basically in the cable, and you'll plug it in, and these daisy chain directly into here, and this is an infinite amount of these, but you just run one cable through the firewall to the CTS3 cable. Say we want to set an alert for our EGTs. We're not paying attention to the monitor, we're towing over a long grade. EGTs get too hot, you can set the alert so that the monitor will beep at you or whatever.
It'll beep.
But then we've also gone in, and you can actually set your own warning to pop up on the screen. So the entire monitor, the entire screen will turn red and flash, and you can put in a label. EGTs are too hot.
Danger
back out.
to manifold.
Exactly.
Got it.
Shut up! Not only is it live monitoring, but you've got data logging, you've got diagnostics, and obviously you've got some kick-ass tunes.
Makes it way better. What do you say? Let's see what, kind of give us a rough walkthrough of how you would install these sensors under the hood, and then let's take it for a spin.
With our EAS stuff, like we talked about, we've got our EGT probe. We're going to drill and tap the exhaust manifold so that we can thread this fitting into that. And then that probe will mount right there in your manifold.
So we'll probably tap it into the fuel test port so we can watch fuel pressure, because that's a big deal on 6 liters.
So that's really simple. The port's there. That'll thread right into it, plug the wires. The 6-liter will read boost from your map sensor.
Yeah, up to
whatever the limitation is. Yeah, 32. EAS pressure sensor will read up to 100. Yeah.
Oh man.
I'm excited to see how this one turns out.
Well, hey, thanks for giving us a tutorial, Jacob. Let's see, what else do we have to do next? Burnouts. All right, you guys heard it. He said it. Let's do it.
Did someone say burnouts? I'm a huge 6.0 guy, and I'm super excited for the new Edge project. So I say we hop in the truck, go for a ride, see if this bad boy can do a burnout stock, load in a new KC Evolution tune, and then see what it can really do.
She's ready to roll.
Hey, we really appreciate you coming out and helping with all this.
Absolutely.
You guys are great for your products, your service, and the development. Not many people are developing stuff for old trucks like these anymore, but you guys are still cutting edge with all of that.
Yeah, I mean, there's always something new to learn, and collaborating with brands like you guys. We learn something from the project, you learn something from the project, and the consumer wins.
What do you guys think? 100% stock, old man truck, you think it'll do a burnout? Or do we got to put the edge on it to make it happen?
I don't
When was the
know.
last time you drove a 100% stock 6-liter?
It's been 20 years.
Assuming that everything's running right. I mean, we literally just got the truck.
I don't know.
20 years, wow. All right, let's do this. Oh, it is building a little
Come on.
boost.
Come on. A little
All
more.
right.
I don't know, man.
It's gonna do it. Hold on.
I don't know.
Ready? Go. Oh! It will not do a burnout 100% stock.
We should do something about that.
I say we load up a tune and see what it'll do.
Yeah. What's your opinion on putting an extreme tune in a completely stock truck?
You know, stock trucks with stock tunes will blow head gaskets.
Yeah.
You load up extreme tune, you're really exponentially increasing that risk. My trucks, I take the chance, for sure. But as soon as I buy a truck...
You got somebody that can fix it.
But I've had 6 liters where I drove them with blown head gaskets for years. I just carried a gallon of water in the back. You know what's it going to do? You just got to keep adding coolant to it.
6-liter problems.
For customers, you should always load up the SRL minus at the most, because it keeps the timing out of it and it keeps a bunch of stuff out of it, which makes you less likely. But for this truck, we're taking it as far as we can to see how much we can push it before we blow the head gaskets. We're putting on the extreme tune.
It's a loaded question.
We're going to do a bigger turbo and bigger injectors, and we're going to dyno the crap out of it, and we'll let you know when we start seeing it push out of the degas bottom. I have heard that a lot of the blown head gaskets came also from EGRs clogging, water going in the cylinders, and high oil temps. We're going to make sure oil temps are good. We're going to make sure no water goes in from the EGR, and I've heard people say you don't have to head gaskets right away.
All right, let me show you guys how a burnout's supposed to look. You ready? So that's how burnout's supposed to look if Jason was standing on the other side. I have an LSD in that truck, but it doesn't work, I guess. Thanks, Ford.
All right, tune has been successfully loaded.
The real question is whether it will do it with 1 tire or 2 tires.
If the LSD is still good, and this came with an LSD from the factory, we should see 2 really good tire marks.
All right.
But it is an older truck, it's lower mileage, but let's see.
It's nothing a little tune can't fix.
Oh yeah, it's coming up much easier now.
Still very clean. All right.
It'll do a burnout.
All right.
Yeah, that's 2 tires. LSD works. That was a pretty good burnout, right? That wasn't too bad.